Ushawahi gundua kwa mtoto wako hata wacha kulia hata baada ya kulishwa? Kuna uwezekano kuwa mwanao ana joto zaidi. Joto jingi mwilini inaweza kuwa hatari kwa mtoto mchanga ambaye hawezi kudhibiti viwango vya joto mwilini mwao. Ifuatayo ni maelezo ya kufuata endapo mtoto wako ana joto mwilini. Cha kwanza, punguza viwango vya tabaka za nguo mwilini mwa mtoto. Wakati wa joto jingi, nguo moja inafaa kwa mtoto. Cha pili, funika kichwa cha mtoto na kofia. Kofia humkinga mwanao wakati wa baridi na joto. Cha tatu, fikiria nguo nyembamba. Kukiwa na viwango vya juu vya joto, tumia vitambaa vyepesi. Mtoto atahitaji tabaka nyingine ya kitambaa ambayo inamjumuisha safu dhaifu ya usingizi ya wazi. Iwapo umembeba mtoto wako kwenye kombeo au ukipenda carrier, hakikisha kombeo yako iko na nafasi bora ya hewa safi ili mtoto asipate joto jingi. Mkinge mwanao kutokana na jua. Ni bora kumkinga mtoto kutokana na miale ya jua kali au msimu wa baridi. Hakikisha umepata mwavuli unapotoka nje na upunguze muda unaokaa kwenye joto, haswa wakati wa mchana ambapo jua lina nguvu zaidi. Cha nne, hakikisha kuwa macho ya mtoto imekingwa kutokana na jua kali.
Hi guys, asanteni sana to stick around with us here kwenye Malezi Bora. This is Mom's story of the day, and today tuko na a dad on set. He is Robert, dad to Iman. So atashare na sisi story yake ya parenthood, especially akiwa a single dad. All that he will share with us. Alafu pia atatuambia the milestones, vile aliweza kuangalia the milestones, because he is raising a baby girl. So karibuni sana. Hi Robert.
Hi, how
are you today?
I'm good.
Good to have you on set.
Thanks.
I know it has been a journey.
Yeah, quite.
So
quite a journey, yeah.
Kindly share with us, how has it been?
So far, so good. I think I've done a good job. I think.
Yes, you have.
Based on the way she is, it's not been an easy one. Of course, I was left with Iman when she was 3 years old.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there was a time whereby when we go to the mall, she go to the bathroom, I'll take her there and all that. She didn't know when she was in KG1, I guess. So we've been a journey, and it was tough in the beginning, but I get to realize that as you grow, as you stay, you adjust to that situation the way it is. Let me tell you the first thing. One day, when she was still in kindergarten, our house help, who was there when the mom was still there before she passed on, left us. Like, I'm coming from work and then just find that she goes like, I'm going home, I'm going away. So I remember the next day she's supposed to go to school.
Wow.
So I had to prepare the first time. So I remember waking her up in the morning, like ironing the clothes, preparing breakfast and everything. So that day, actually, when she was taken by the bus to school, I remember I went back home and I really cried. Oh. and the idea was like, why is it happening to me? Why is it happening to me? And I was solo at that time. So you're solo. No one's there to to cheer you or to be there like yo, kama hizo shaona.
Yeah.
So I remember after that session of crying, I sat and I was thinking, by the way, this is it. I need to, this tomorrow, I need to fix it. So with that, what happened is, I realized, her mom used to prepare clothes at night. So like, that would be easier. So I ironed at night and make sure that everything is ready. So in the morning, I just woke up. And one of the best thing about her, I realized, is she's she's an early, like when you wake her up, she's not like those guys, those kind of kids. So it's been quite a journey through that. Those challenges of bringing her up, asking questions and answering those questions. One of my toughest one was when the mom had just passed on and I had to sit her down and explain that to her. That was a tough one. That was not easy. So, but the good thing, she understood, and the questions kept on coming over and over and over again. But we made sure I answered her the right those questions, and I was very honest with her. So it's been quite a journey about her and being a girl, and bringing her up in a way that there's that respect between her space as a girl and my space as a man. Yeah, so like some of the things, I will not go into a room without knocking.
True.
I should come to a room without knocking.
Yeah.
You know, such things. So basically, it's been quite a journey. Till right now, I feel like sometimes it's like I've blinked, and now she's 9 years. Yeah. So it's been quite a journey.
There are things zenye sisi women, like for me, I have girls, kuna vitu na understand zaidi kuliko vile baba yao hawezi understand, you know.
Sure.
So how you striking that balance?
Yeah, I have friends who are ladies, and like her aunties kind of.
Okay.
And also my sister, I have sisters. So what happens is, if I had a challenge, I'll call a friend and ask her, hey, this and this is happening, how do you deal with this? Or earlier on, I would let her go for a weekend at one of her friends, like her mom's friend.
Wow.
And with that, now she'll get that touch of a lady and just have that ile time lady just to talk to her about stuff that ladies can communicate to her about. So those are some of the things I used to do at that point. Yeah. And even as we grow, and then some weekends she will be taken by a friend of mine who's married. So what will happen is they'll go and just have time with that lady. So those are some of the ways I felt it was helpful to me. And if there's a challenge that's so challenging, a situation that's so challenging, mara nyingine I'll just go and just talk to them on a personal level.
Unaweza tueleza maybe milestones zake zimekuaje, development stages zake, venye ame catch up na shule and all that?
I think just being involved with her and having conversations with her, I think that has been helpful to me. Yeah, schooly I make sure I have meetings with the teachers just to get the progress, and they had that in school. So that has been good for me. And about her growth, I will ask questions sometimes. I'll ask some friends when she goes for sleepovers at our friend's house, or is she doing? And we've had series of times where she'll have the memories of her mom and lots of crying and all that. So those are the times I'll come around and be with her, and those are tough. And I have a personal friend. The wife has been so supportive to me in that journey actually, and she'll take her and then go with her and just spend time with her. And some weekends she'll take her and she'll do girl things, you know. So those are some of the. I don't know if I'm on the right track.
Yes, you are.
But those are some of the milestones that I've been. Just seeing her developing from one stage to another and another, you know, as a dad doing all these things, going to buy panties for her.
It's okay. It's
I know,
fine.
I know. I remember one day, it's Eid. It's during Ramadan time and almost Eid. So at that time in Mombasa, you know, people are walking in town, shops. So that was almost schools are opening and buying her panties. So I walk into this store and like a bunch of ladies are there, and here's a man asking for panties for a kid. Like, what's up? I know. And I remember one day there's a specific store I used to go. I used to go, And the first time I went, and the lady was like, "How come you're the one who's buying her?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the one who's there.
Yeah.
I'm available. The mom is not there." And she was, "Oh,
Wow.
you know, oh, yeah." But one thing I've really helped, and I've been telling her is not to sit and feel woye for herself. But ile
Sure.
story unajivictimize sasa ni hivi and all that. I think I've always been telling her we are past that. But we have to. So those are has been very tough for me,
Yeah.
especially. Yeah, not been that easy.
Yeah, and to come to think of it, maybe after your wife passed on, did you ever think of maybe, you know, thinking of how she will grow up, you know, that mother figure? Did you ever think maybe to uoe tena ama?
Yeah, I remarried, but my marriage didn't work, and yeah, it just didn't work. But so with that, we're back again. Go back again.
That's why I'm telling you, you are a super
Go
dad.
back again.
You know, a super dad.
We go
No,
back again.
Yes, and I know you are an encouragement to many. So
Yeah.
big up, big up.
Yeah, thanks.
You're doing
thanks.
a good
Asante
job.
sana.
And come to think of maybe vitu kama tuseme, for example, maybe there's something she needs. Have you been in a position to let her know that she can always talk to you, anaweza kuja kwako bila uoga? Because you know, many times kids are not being given that platform
Yeah,
to be open
yeah.
to their parents. Unapata you don't want to be open. Kuna vitu labda wanapitia vitu fulani na hatujui, but tumewaweka into that cocoon yenye hawataki kuongea.
Yeah.
Have you been teaching her like how important it is to talk to you as a
Yeah,
dad?
yeah, I do, and even the period before we came to Nairobi, many times I will tell her, hey, you can come anytime if you have anything to talk to me, and sometimes we'll just sit and just have a talk, and I've always made it clear to her she can come to me if there's anything. Even when it comes to disciplining her, I discipline her with love.
Wow. The biggest challenges that you've gone through when it comes to raising her?
Yeah, one is the emotional part, dealing with that part of missing the mom.
Okay.
That has been, and you know, it's not announced.
Yeah.
You're like having a good time, and then boom, tears, crying, and all that. So that has been a challenging part for me. That has been a challenging part for me. And even the first time in the beginning when we were left alone, that was also a very huge challenge, especially the questions. I remember one day she came to the closet and saw her mom, like I think it was a jacket or something, and she was like, "Oh, is mother going to come back?" And I'm like, no. Yeah, so that was a tough one. That was a tough one. And then you know, just being a single dad, and sometimes you just have been missing that company of a lady. It always feels nice to have a family setting.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll just be like, it's evening, because I've always lived me and her and the household. So you know, it's never the same. It can never reach the level of a mom. So that has been a challenge for us. And we just create our own fun. I play guitar some, so we'll sing at some point, and that drowned our sorrows much. It helped us a lot. It was very therapeutic for us. Yeah, and nowadays we just hang out. Maybe she'll watch something online, I'll watch something online, and yeah, and maybe go places. Sometimes having those intentional times of doing, maybe having a lunch together and hang out with her.
Yeah. Someone saying here, "Hi Robert, thank you so much. May God bless you. You are doing a good job."
Oh, thanks.
Hi Robert, you are an inspiration to many. Good job.
Thank you.
Wow, so you can see I told you.
Oh, wow.
Hata hatujaenda halfway na you see people are saying good job, good job.
Oh, wow.
A super dad you are.
Oh,
So Robert, do you have any fears, like, you know, moving forward? Of course, kila mtu ako na fears, like hujui kesho itakuaje and all that. But you and your daughter, do you have any fears moving forward?
Okay, let me tell you my fear as a dad. My fear as a dad is another kajama coming and now starting and reviving my girl. No, I don't want me Taki. No. She's so dear to me. I'm like, no. There's another fear, like in the next step, because I believe in love, I believe in marriage, and I think it's very important for us to get to be overall. And I'm thinking there's that always fear that will the right person come for her? Will she? Because she has to like that person too, sometimes. So there's also that part also. Yeah, but so far God has been good, you know, and the right people around us.
What is the most important thing that you've learned throughout this journey?
Staying close to God. Having God on your side and depend on Him fully. That's a very important lesson for me. And I think that took me from one step to the next, and all our journeys, me and her. I think we've always pointed at, it points to that actually. As in, He's our hope. And I remember even the biggest question was from people and even those around us was, how is he gonna manage raising this girl? And it's typical in our society, it's typical in our culture, like you're left with a girl like this, you take her to your mom or your sister to raise her up. That's so typical. But I said I will not go that way. This is a gift for me, and I will take responsibility and I will raise her up. And I think, and I believe God saw that and gave me the grace to raise her in the right way, and all the journey. It's not been perfect, yeah. I've not been a perfect dad. I have mistakes, and even every time I fail, I will tell her, you know what, hey, I messed up here. Forgive me, man. You know, I'll give you a scenario. One day, we're in church, and the church has come to an end. We're supposed to go home. So she waited for me, and I was talking to somebody, and then she went to play with her friends. So what happened is, so I'm looking all over for her, can't find her. So I saw her with her friends, and I go like, hey man, come over here. I yelled. Come shout here. So she came, and she goes like, so in the car, and she goes, Dad, you yelled at me. And I'm like, oh, did I? So, and at that point, I was like, hey, okay, msichana may grow. I was like, hey, msichana may grow. And I had to stand on herself and say, I'm quite emotional.
Yelling at me.
So I'm like, so I had an option of saying, we bana, we will come nini. But I say, I nikakubali mwenyewe, nakubali makosa. And then you yelled at me, umeniembarrass mbele ya marafiki zangu. I'm like, hey, okay, imefika hapo sisi. And then in the past you do something like that, she will just come. But now it's like, okay, now Dad, itabidi upunguze speed kidogo, yani we carefully area, sio? So yeah, so that was an amazing thing. So I've learned, so I had to say that, hey, I'm sorry about that, but also realize that also I looked all over for you, you know. So we had a conversation. You see that environment of having conversation, that's what I love, and I've created that, and I pray that we'll continue doing that. Yeah, I pray that one day William boy atakuja mkatia, atakuja na mbaya, huyu amenikatia, mbaya huyo mbaya, achana naye. Yeah, so I pray that we come. Yeah.
At some point in your life, throughout this journey, have you ever gotten to a point whereby you feel like you're judged by the society, or else you realize the society is judging you?
Oh my.
And how Unacheka.
Yeah.
Imekuwa kibao.
Yeah. That'll be
Tuambie.
yeah. Some they say that I sacrificed mom as a type
Oh
of
my
worshiper.
God.
Yeah. People said so many things. They've been, and many times people associate being a single mom or a single dad with you're promiscuous. You know. Oh, it's because of your irresponsibility and all that. All those names, tags, and people say so many stuff, you know. But again, you get to a point now you realize you know who you are, you know, and there are those people around you who know really who you are. Yeah, so that has been, but being attacked and people just having perceptions, that's the word, perceptions about you, that has been big for me.
Wow.
Yeah, big
And
for me.
what would you tell other dads out there who are in your position? Some are struggling. They don't even know if it's right to just carry on and move on. What would you tell them?
I'll tell them, you know what, I've come to notice that God anakupatia nguvu, alafu pia unakuwa you grow the muscles to handle these things. If you look at when we started 2013 and where I am, it's so different. There's a lot of muscles I've learned. I remember the first month, I need to go shopping. I didn't know how to shop.
I know.
Because somebody used to do that. And I'm like, so what do I do? What? My house was like, yo, I need shopping ya nyumba. So, and I remember I called a friend of mine and like, how does someone do shopping? How do you know what you want in the house? I know.
Yeah.
Okay, me, I was in a day school, like about 10 minutes away from home. So hizo stories are boarding, shopping, mazee. Yeah. Alafu ilipofika hiyo point, nilikuwa na mtu hiyo anafanyia entirely. So me, I was like, nakuja home to enjoy. So I have to do shopping. So akanipatia idea, akaniambia, wait, just write the things in the house that you know you need in the house, that list, and then check what's there. So I got a tip from her. So I had a list on my kwa phone yangu. So na baba nakuma then in Mombasa na vale. Oh, this and this and this and this.
You check.
Yeah. So but now I shop without even, I know what's in my house. I know how to look for things in the house and shop and the right things to shop. And even now you know, like a father, a dad, you just go and shop. But nowadays I shop even mpaka ile hini 398 shillings. Okay. Na hini 388 bob. Mimi nachukua hii. So the tips you learn on the way. So I would encourage, man, I'll say it's not the end of the world, man. It's not the end of the world. You can do it.
True.
You can do it. You have one child, I have one. Maybe you have 2 or 3. You can do it.
Wow.
I tell you. And God gives you the grace. Let's just stop this story ati nimeachiwa na mtoto na machia mama. No.
Wow.
You miss out one of the most amazing journey in that child's life. I tell you, this is one of the best gifts that I was left with.
Wow. Kitu interesting nimekumbuka. How are you dealing with house helps? Unajua meet moms wengi wanasema ati mimi nilienda by the way kuna siku nilienda kutoka kwa mlango ndio napatana naye ananiambia I'm leaving. I'm like, what do you mean? Unaenda wapi? I'm supposed to go work. How are you dealing with that?
Oh wow. Okay, I'll be very honest. After the one who left, I got another one and about 2. The third one, I stayed with her for a long time until I remarried, and then she left, and then I got another one after our separation, and she was the one I've been with all the time.
Wow.
Now let me tell you, house helps, they like our house where there's dad, because asumbulika kuna mama. I've noticed that. Okay, yeah. So they're like so free, and what I've always done with my house help, and even she will tell you, I made sure that it's strictly house help boss relationship. We never sit in the sitting room, chap a story with her. We never watch TV pamoja. If she's watching TV with her, I'd rather let her and go to my room. Those are some of the boundaries I had to make sure I put for myself. Every time I'm in the house, I'm in my room, I lock it. She knows. She'll come and knock, I'll open for her. My house helps come to my room when I'm out and they're cleaning. So there are those strict boundaries you put, and you make her know that, not demeaning her, but just to make that professional relationship with my house. And the communication would be about running of the house. Okay, what do you need? Or there's no need stuff. So I've always done that, and I think that has kept them in a good place. And I'm those of, I don't yell to house up. I talk to them. If it gets to where it's too much, you go in a peaceful way. Yeah, so I think, and it's only, she's a 6-year-old, 7, 8, 9-year-old girl. House ups like this.
Yeah, true.
They are like her friend. She's like, oh, I'm not leaving this place. That's why I think they like that. Yeah, so I've not had so much struggle with them because I think of her age, and because I make sure there's that, but the struggles was in the beginning, but after that it was well.
Okay. Wow.
But when she left, it was I stayed for almost 2 weeks, almost a month without a house help. Yeah, I woke up in the morning, made sure she's ready, clean up the house. I respect women. That thing is so hard. That thing is so tiring.
Thank you.
It is super tiring, I tell you. What? You go like, and then she comes. Then yeah, she's coming, and then another thing I noticed. What? It's hard to decide what meals to cook. Like we cooked ugali yesterday, yeah, and ugali again. Me, I don't want ugali. Ay. I have a friend, I had to call her, ask her to make spaghetti. Yo, how do you make spaghetti? Oh, you do this, you know.
Wow.
So I totally respect women, totally respect single women. That's a lot of work. Yeah, so at least maybe because I have a house help, was a bit easier for me. But for a stay-home mom who takes care of kids, that's maximum respect. That job is
It's a
hard.
full-time job.
It's a full-time job, I tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, basically.
Thank you so much, Robert, for sharing with us today.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm inspired, and I know many other dads out there, not even dads, only even moms wengine pale, parents wamekuwa inspired. So thank you so much, and my prayer is that God will give you the grace to continue raising Iman. I got that right?
Yes, you got it right.
Any other highlight, Robert,
cool.
that you have in your journey that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, one of the highlights is she came to me. I'm a pastor, and she came to me and told me and asked me how to prepare a sermon. And I was like, oh wow. Yeah, and she had a portion of scripture in mind, and we went and we did like a small sermonette, and I just asked her a question that she was writing, and she prepared, and that was amazing. I took a picture of it. It's somewhere in my phone gallery. I have to look for it, but that's a huge highlight for me.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I've been inspired, and I know you've been inspired too. A dad on set. We've had moms, but today we were lucky to have a dad. Na mmesikia, by the way, even dads, they are doing it. So big up to all dads out there who are in this journey, and it's good to be in this journey. All of us, hii safari ni yetu sisi wote. So that has been Malezi Bora. I have been your host, Juliet. Until next time, bye bye.